is trying to let you know he took his mileage cards. He went down the fucking double or nothing. He watched the event. We're gonna give our thoughts on the event, but we just wanted to make sure that we had your thoughts on the event.
Where are you? How are you doing this?
Yo, I'm on Skype, brother.
Call me on Skype.
All right. You want me to call you on Skype?
Yes, call me.
It's 5 in the morning. You don't want to wake the masked man up. You already woke him up. Now he's already disheveled. He's already grumpy. Thank you, Track.
I'm not gonna pick up, but then I can have access to the call.
All right.
All right.
I don't want nobody fucking with me in these streets. Sing, children. I don't want nobody fucking with me in these streets. I don't want nobody fucking with me in these streets. Come on. I don't want nobody fucking with me in these streets. Come on. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that.
That was the masked man, because this is the PW Hustle. I am A-Track Brown, and I am here joined by the most scholarly, the most effervescent, the most objective, the most magnanimous, and the most glorious man in the YWC punditry, Chabelo de la Cruz. So we had to do like a live take two, son, because I wasn't really recording at this time. So what I'm going to try to do right now, we're going to try to see if we can get the masked man on. You know what I'm saying? Let's see if we can get him on. Hold on. How the hell do I even do
Can
this?
y'all still hear me? I mean, the hustlers, can they still hear me, man? I'm still on the phone.
The Hustleites can still hear you. I can still hear you. I'm going to try to see if I can add the masked man to this call. Where? Okay, let's see if we can get him on. Let's see. All right. Let's see.
Shout out to T-Mobile, Boost Mobile with the cell towers. Shout out to them and the bars I got. I got plenty of bars here. I'm in Jacksonville, Florida. I'm going to get drunk. I'm going to be drinking with LAX and Conan. I'm going to be doing a lot of stuff here.
Oh, that's right. So his phone is ringing. Let's see if he's going to pick up. The man was asleep while he was doing the intellectual travel, while he was, doing his intellectual travels.
This is why I love PW.
Still trying to call him.
He's not going to pick up.
He's not going to pick up the phone.
He's doing a big FU to Track right now. Why are you waking up? I gotta do meetings. I gotta go to Cairo. I gotta go to Nairobi, and you're gonna be bothering me about Double or Nothing. This is what he's saying to you.
So we're gonna call him back again. We're gonna put him on speaker. We're gonna call this nigga back and be like, yo, what happened?
Why are you calling me now?
Yo, dogs, I called you on Skype, man. What happened?
I told you to leave it there so I could pick it up.
You didn't pick it up, yo.
I told you I wasn't gonna pick it up right away. Do you not listen? If this is recorded, at least we can go back and call you how dumbass. Because I just woke up. Now check this out. You called me, right?
Yeah.
Now I have access to the call.
All right.
So when I get in front of a computer, I can click on the button and magically be inserted into the call.
That's what's up. Yo, to be honest with you, bro, I smoke like 5 blunts and I'm 2 shots in, man. So you know how I do right now. But you know.
Good. Give me a second.
All right. So that was the match, man. I didn't give a fuck. I was going to get that motherfucker on if it was the last thing I did. All right, listen. Double or Nothing, before hopefully the masked man will make his appearance. So before that happens, let's me and the professor talk Double or Nothing, all right? And Professor, what were your thoughts on the event as a whole? We don't want to be here all night. We don't want to, I could say let's go through all the matches, but let's not go through all the matches. So
PWHustle don't do all the matches. PWHustle doesn't talk about all the holes. PWHustle doesn't talk about all the storylines. We give you the crux of it. I know this.
exactly. So
I already was down there. I had to deal with FanFest. I had to deal with Mark cards. I got to deal with a 4-hour fucking pay-per-view. It's midnight, past midnight here. I'm trying to get drunk. I'm trying to hook up with some hoochies and some redacts, as Johnny Swinger would say. But anyway, I'll say this, and I will be very objective, for all the hustleites out there. And, shout outs to A-Track Black Michael Davis. I understood what he was talking about on the PWHustle Facebook fan pages. So when I looked at Double or Nothing here, I'm going to be straight with you, Track. You might not agree with this, and the hustleites might not agree with this. They think I'm going to be a shill here, but you know what? I don't care. You know how the professor is. But this was a very great, overproduced Dynamite. I don't think some of these matches were very interesting to me. This wasn't like the big investment type of matches. I only had one match I was invested in, and that was Britt Baker's match where she became the AEW Women's Champion. Everything else could have been on Dynamite, and I would have been very satisfied with that. A lot of matches were very predictable. A lot of the outcomes were predictable, and like I said, I'm going to call it an overproduced Dynamite. It was a good Dynamite. That's how I say it.
all right, well, I had a feeling that you might say that. I will say that when you have a pay-per-view such as this, now this is what I'm trying to understand, and I was trying to, I meant to ask this on the thread that I was on, but I'll ask you: is Double or Nothing their WrestleMania, or is All Out their WrestleMania?
I mean, it's been a debate back and forth for the last, year or so. I thought it's All Out. I thought they put all their cards in on All Out with match qualities, storylines. In my opinion, I think Double or Nothing. I think people get it twisted because of John Moxley making that appearance on the first one. You know what I mean? Yeah. And they equate that as their WrestleMania moment. So it is what it is. But I think All Out is their biggest pay-per-view of the year. I'm gonna say it. And for Double or Nothing, you got the gimmick Casino Battle Royal. Let me just talk about that one for a minute. Look at
that. Before you start, I'll say this. That was boring me. It was.
Right. That was. It's not like it was boring me, Track, but honestly, I mean, look at the people that were in there, and you knew who the last two was gonna be. It was gonna be Christian Cage and Jungle Boy, and Tony Khan's like, invested in trying to get the young guys over. You knew this was going to happen. And again, it's going to be another title match. And they already, setting it up for a future Dynamite in a couple of weeks. So it was very predictable. That's example number one. Example number two, the Young Bucks tag team match, that went 10 minutes too long. I ain't saying it was not good. It just went 10 minutes too longer than it needed to be.
I'm with you on that too. It did go a little bit too long.
Well, what I liked about the Young Bucks was they were looking like 1989 rockers with the fucking gear, looking like that Let's Get Physical Olivia Newton-John gear. I like that shit.
They were on their troll shit tonight. They were.
Right. So, but to me, it was 10 minutes too longer for that match. And certain matches could have been on Dynamite. Cage versus Page, good match. But that could have been on Dynamite.
Wait till I talk about that one.
You want to go ahead, or you just want me to keep rolling?
Nah, keep going. You can run through real quick. You ain't got to go through everything, but just tell me, your high points, your low points.
And I say this, did I mark out for Leo Rush being the Joker? Nah, I didn't want that to happen. I booked the fucking casino battle.
Shit! No, hold on. He's here. He is here.
I'm on the payphone. What's going on?
The masked man is here. He is with us, brother.
On a payphone.
Dumbass
expects people to believe that he's actually freaking in Florida.
He's in Florida. He's in Jacksonville, man. I sent him there, man. Come on.
He's in a payphone in his fucking bathroom in Bombay, New Jersey. Got a fucking fake ass payphone booth there that he stole from the corner when they were demolishing them shits. Nobody uses payphones anymore.
First I gotta say, this right here for me is a milestone. Okay, I got your ass on the show while you was busy fucking, robbing graves and cursing yourself and the rest of our fucking family. You know, we don't need that shit, Masked Man. I don't told your ass first. I told you in high school stop playing with Mercury. Okay, you said that to me, but you know what I mean. I told you stop going to fucking Egypt. All right, there is nothing there for you to see. You can't pawn none of that shit when you come back to the slums, and all you're gonna do is curse our family, and I don't want that to happen. So I got you here. You know, we talking Double or Nothing. The professor is in Florida, in Jacksonville.
Whatever.
Professor.
Yes, I am. And then tomorrow I'm going to Universal Studios and all that stuff. I'm going to have my Mickey Mouse hat. I'm going to have some fun here, man. You know, I'm going to have some fun in Florida.
Listen. I don't know how long the Masked Man has. And I know for a fact that the Masked Man has seen that top 10 list of Gaijin performers. And if he hasn't, I think the professor should take it upon himself right now to send that to him one more time so we can get into that. But let me just give my thoughts real quick on Double or Nothing, all right? Let me finish that up real quick. Here's what I thought. I thought that the main event itself fucking delivered, and what I liked about that main event was it told this, the direction was great. It was very good for what wrestling had to be. It told stories. Every member or members had their own specific fight. You know, you had Hager and Wardlow, and these cats was going back and forth into the freezers, into the freaking, you know, the back lot. And the freezer fight was awesome when Wardlow picked up the ice pick or whatever. You had Sammy and Shawn Spears, who a lot of people don't like, and I'm starting to understand why. They had this fight in the back where Shawn Spears was in a room full of chairs because he's supposed to be the chairman or whatever, and that was cool. You had Jericho and fucking and MJF. They had their fights where you saw Urban Meyer make a fucking appearance out of nowhere, and Urban Meyer was like, holy shit. So that was fucking cool. I thought we were gonna get Tim Tebow. Then you had motherfucking LAX or Santana and Ortiz against the fucking FTR with an appearance by Conan. They were in the fucking club doing their thing, taking drinks and taking shots, throwing bottles at each other, and they did the right thing by having Sammy Guevara win the match for the Inner Circle, keeping them alive. I enjoyed that shit. To me, it upped the pay-per-view to an 8 because the triple threat match was also awesome as well, and Britt Baker won her fucking championship, and that's how I see it.
You do. You really do.
I really do.
In these streets, same children. I don't want nobody fucking with me in these streets.
Nobody.
I don't want nobody fucking with me in these streets.
It's inside clown.
I don't want nobody fucking with me in these streets.
We don't got time for this nonsense, Professor Jamela Villacruz. We don't got time for your stupid bootleg reviews from a payphone that doesn't exist in Florida, sir. We don't got time for this in these mean streets.
Hold on, Masked Man. I got to put these quarters in. Hold on. Okay, hold on. I'm good for 3 more minutes. All I'm going to say right now is for Stadium Stampede Part 2, you can't top the first one, especially the cinematic genius that it was last year track. So I'm going to have to disagree on this, but it was a decent match. I'm not going to bullshit on that. I mean, they taped certain instances of the Stadium Stampede match. We could tell that. And then the live cuts that they did I was there, Masked Man. I was marking out. You didn't see me with my Roman Reigns acknowledging me t-shirt, but I was there. I was giving props to Sammy. I was giving props to Jericho. I was singing Judas. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. But again, you can't top the first one track. I mean, the first one was epic. The first one, you can't, it's like Matt Hardy's matches. You can't top the first one. The first one's always going to be the best one. The sequels never live up to the first one. That's the way I'm going to say it. It was a decent match, but it didn't live up to the first one.
Listen, I will always say that, not always, but yeah, one can say that, you're never gonna top the first one. And I'm not saying that this topped the first one. To me, the first one was a 10. This was an 8 because of the main event. You know what? I have to say this. No, the Stampede match in itself, it did top the first one. It did, because it was much more put together. It was much more put together, in my opinion. I dug.
What do you mean put together, Trek? I mean, they used the same things from last year. They used the car scene from last year. They used the golf cart scene.
No, they didn't. They had, every member had his own battle. And every battle was a different setup, was a different scene. Everything was there was different like gimmicks to each member or members of the factions. So when I looked at this compared to last year, it was just an all-out brawl, which was cool. It was an all-out brawl, which was cool. But this shit right here, nigga, this shit was planned out perfectly, almost perfectly, or perfectly, because I never really seen anything like this before. So, with the exception of last year. So, as far as I'm concerned, they perfected what they did last year. And maybe there's people out there in the comment section that might agree with me, but I'm telling you, when you look at this shit again, when you get home, Professor, when you get back to Bombay and you watch this on TV and you compare the two, you're gonna say to yourself, holy shit, A-Track was right. Quentin Tarantino could have done a better job himself directing this shit.
Dang.
I nudged this homie on the left. I said, yo, man, that was last year when Sammy Guevara did the golf cart. I nudged my homie, in Jacksonville, Florida. I said, yo.
How many people fitting in that phone booth you got at home? Y'all some kinky motherfuckers.
I'm not at home. I was at Daily's Place, man. I got the press pass. I'm all access now, man. Where have you been, man? You're in Cairo. You're in Nairobi. I'm doing the U.S. tours, man. I'm edifying and educating.
Yo, I'm telling you, when you look at those matches back to back, you're going to say this one was much more well produced. It was much more planned out. The story was a hell of a lot better, and it was executed greatly, man. Like I said, the pay-per-view was going in the realm of okay to good. And then Britt Baker won. Then you had the triple threat match, and then you had this, and it came all together at the end. It was like, if I would have paid money for this, I would have been satisfied.
But you didn't pay money for this, so it was all right.
Still satisfied.
Right, exactly. So anyway, I guess it was all right. Professor, what did you think? You thought it was a good pay-per-view or no?
Well, I paid a lot of money for this, so I'm still satisfied. Neither here nor there. I mean, the weather was great. I saw some bikinis. I'm good. So
and Sting looked awesome. I gotta say that shit too. Sting looked great. I was nervous for him, but Sting looked great, and I almost.
Who did he wrestle?
He was he was tag team partners with Darby Allin. They wrestled All Ego, Ethan Page, and Scorpio Sky.
Who won?
And Sting and Darby Allin won. And Sting was looking great, man. I'm gonna send you clips of that match. He was really looking great. I am not fucking blowing smoke. He was really looking great. And there was one particular part where I almost shit on myself when the fucking Inner Circle came down from the Raptors on fucking what the hell you call them shit? Yeah, zip lines. I was like, what the hell? I was like, Lord, please don't let this shit go
totally
back.
Unnecessary. Why would they even do something like that?
Because they were trying to look cool, but it was just, they were dressed like bikers, and Sammy Guevara looked like he was going to the Blue Oyster Bar. He was the only one who didn't really look cool.
How many people were in the stands? Was there anybody in the stands or no?
I think it was sold out. If not sold out,
it was close to sold out. Like 5,000 people fit into Daly's Place.
It was at Daly's, it wasn't at any other place.
And it was packed, like back to back.
Oh yeah.
Right. That's good to know. Hopefully they'll beat Raw in the ratings again or something. Haven't they beaten them consistently or something now? They have been beaten once or twice. I know that for sure.
Not beaten Raw. They have beaten NXT.
That's what I mean. NXT, Raw. What's the fucking difference? Like if NXT was up against if Raw was up against them, they'd beat Raw. When somebody's talking, your audio cuts out for some reason. Track. Go ahead, man.
Oh, okay.
I don't know what you said. Go ahead.
No, I was saying that and what makes NXT different is it's actually worth watching.
You think NXT is worth watching? I don't even know if that's worth watching. It's boring as hell to me.
It is? You find it boring?
I can't watch it. I
Well,
can't watch it.
like I said, when your intellect level goes up, you find such shit quite pedestrian. And I will admit that, at this point in time, because of your intellectual travels, at this point, you might be a little bit better than me. Not by much, maybe this much. I'm still a man in MLB The Show. So,
Jack O'Lantern.
Grab some pie, meat.
I didn't find the Sting match very enjoyable. I was actually like cringing every time I saw a 62-year-old man doing what he was doing. So, I was worried.
You can't say he didn't look good. You can't say he didn't look good. The man looked good.
The man looked good, man. He was slowing. He was fighting in slow motion.
Okay. How fast did you expect him to be? You expect him to keep up with Darby Allin? Listen.
I mean, I love Sting. We love Sting. This has nothing to do with anything. We just have, let Darby Allin be teaming with somebody else. 30 years old, man. Let Sting be that coach. That's what it was.
Doing. That's what he's doing. And if you can get a couple matches out the man, and that's cool too. They're not giving him main event spots. We also got, confirmation.
This was 2 matches before the main event. This was a high caliber match. This is almost the main event.
You want to know why? Because it's Sting.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Because it's Sting. That's why. Right. And people want to see Sting. Right. And people want to see Sting versus The Undertaker still. If the WWE signed this guy and decided they were going to do Sting versus The Undertaker, there'd be a bunch of freaking haters out there, right? Saying, oh my God, I don't want to see 60-year-old against 60-year-old. Who wants to see this shit? And at the end of the day, everybody would tune into WrestleMania to watch Sting versus The Undertaker. That's just the bottom line of it, right?
And after these matches, they should have had it. After I saw that cinematic match that they had at AEW,
right?
It's like, the only person, Undertaker can say what he wants, and I'm going to tell you right now, I'm calling him out. I don't believe you, bro. I do not believe you. You are covering for Vince McMahon. He was the only one who did not want this match to happen. I am not believing in any way, shape, or form that The Undertaker was against having a match with Sting. I'm not. I'm just not.
I don't believe it either. I think it's a bunch of bullshit myself. But ultimately, if you have Sting, and apparently he's still able to go, according to A-Track Brown, and the face paint hides his age, then fucking do it, right? You have him wrestle a couple of times, and he's back there being a coach and being whatever he has to be. He's a legend in the game, one of the only ones that's alive that can still go, so in some capacity. So use him. Ain't no big deal. I don't have an issue with it. They're not giving him the strap. They're not having him run with it. So, you can still pull a big-time match with him. So do it.
Don't worry.
Man.
We're up for the TNT title during the debut of TBS on Dynamite. It's going to happen, man.
Hey, all right. Yo, here's what we have, though. We got to get into this shit as a PWHustle crew. So, me and Q actually talked about this before, but now that we got, the whole crew here, we got to talk about this shit. So, Masked Man, the top 20 or whatever Gaijin wrestlers of New Japan. You ready for this?
Yeah.
All right. So, at number 20.
What, Masked Man?
All right. So, here.
What did you say to me?
I said, this is going to wake you up with this filth of a list.
Don't ever talk to me again, Professor.
All right, but here we go. All right, this is in order from the top to from 20 to 1 or whatever. Bam Bam Bigelow, Tama Tonga, Michael Elgin, Professor. This is El Phantasmo, right?
Mm-hmm.
El Phantasmo, Scott Norton, the Murder Hawk. What's his name?
I know.
All right. The guy in the mask. I forgot. Who was that again, Q?
I forgot his name. I thought it was Tafe, something like that. I don't forget.
Some dude in the mask. We keep forgetting who the hell he is, but he's supposed to be some guy, but we can't remember. Bruiser Brody. Bruiser Brody. Now this is the second row. Bruiser Brody. Hulk Hogan. Now, Gaijin wrestlers, okay? Hulk Hogan, Ricochet, Andre the Giant. This nigga's about to lose his mind now. Prince Devitt, Big Van Vader.
Wait, what's the issue? Why are you saying I'm about to lose my mind?
You'll see. You'll see. Let me keep going. Big Van Vader, he's after Prince Devitt. Stan Hansen, Jeff Cobb, Zack Sabre Jr., AJ Styles, Jay White, Will Ospreay, and Kenny Omega.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I thought you was gonna lose your mind after I said Finn Balor and then went to Zack Sabre Jr., Jeff Cobb, AJ Styles, and Jay White, and Will Ospreay, and even Kenny Omega. Because in my opinion, if you're gonna say the number one Gaijin, it's fucking Prince Devitt. I don't give a fuck.
They're ranked that, so Kenny Omega was the greatest.
He's number one.
I can understand that.
Really?
Just because he's the most recent one. That's what people are going to
all right, most recent. But you're going to put AJ Styles over the man who invented the Bullet Club?
I think Kenny Omega had a bigger impact than Prince Devitt.
No.
Personally.
Did AJ Styles have a bigger impact than Prince Devitt?
I don't think so.
Have a bigger impact?
I don't think so. But maybe he did in Japan. I'm not sure. I don't think so. Personally, for me, it would be Prince Devitt, but
I thought you would be more outraged. I'm not gonna lie. I'm surprised by this.
I just don't know why I would be outraged. I remember you sending it to me the first time around, and I'm like, why am I supposed to be pissed at this? And I'm keep looking, and I'm like, okay, it's what they think that's the greatest Gaijin. I'm like, oh, you like Hulk Hogan? I'm like, Hulk Hogan came over and wrestled over there a couple of times, man. So maybe there's something I don't know.
But
it's a real generation gap right now. That's what it is.
Listen, I've seen you when I got the New Japan Network. I watched a shitload of Hogan matches. They got Ricochet over Hogan. I'm like,
it's because it's more recent. Ricochet won the Best of the Super Juniors not too long ago.
But Jeff Cobb?
Yeah, Jeff Cobb shouldn't be on a list.
He shouldn't even be exactly. He shouldn't even be on it. Okay, can I be honest with you?
Yeah.
The people who I don't think should even be on this list. Tama Tonga. Well, okay, Tama Tonga. You know what? I understand. No, Tama Tonga's fine. Michael Elgin, El Phantasmo, and Zack Sabre Jr. And I like Zack Sabre Jr. And I was asking the professor before. Does not Ric Flair count as a Gaijin or Owen Hart or Chris Benoit? They don't care about that.
The Dynamite Kid, right? Should have been on in my opinion, but maybe he didn't make as big as of a splash in Japan. I don't know. I don't know how the Japanese fans took this. You understand? Like us as Americans, we look at this and like, oh man, what the fuck are you doing, Jeff Cobb? You know, but I don't know about that.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm like, yo.
There's a bigger what the fuck. There's a bigger what the fuck. How do you disrespect Stan Hansen, Big Van Vader? Those are the Gaijins that gave the opportunities for Kenny Omega, AJ Styles, Jeff Cobb to make that kind of money. They were there making it a career, making it that it was cool to go to Japan and make that money. Not a lot of American wrestlers wanted to go to Japan like that. Those guys did it.
And the only thing that makes sense is the fact that they're next to each other. That's it. That's it. I really
Bob Sapp was Bob Sapp, right? You would think Bob Sapp would have been on the list.
I thought I didn't think about Bob Sapp being on the list, but when I was looking, he said he might as well have been on the fucking list.
Who? Sapp, right?
Yeah. You might as well have put him on the list if you're gonna fucking put Michael Elgin up there. What the fuck did Michael Elgin do to boost any Gaijin interest at all? Bob Sapp was at least IWGP champion, and he was the first black one. Yeah. But, Japanese fans, so,
Brock Lesnar, Kurt Angle, right? They could have gotten him.
I understand Brock Lesnar not being on here. I kind of understand Kurt Angle not being on here because is he even he's not recognized as the IWGP champion.
Yeah, but it's Gaijin wrestlers. It's not IWGP, right? It's not New Japan, right? It's just Gaijin wrestlers in general, right?
No, it's New Japan.
It's strictly New Japan. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I don't know. What's up? What were you gonna
No,
say?
like people like Dr. Death, Steve Williams, and Terry Gordy, who were tag team champions in Japan, were All Japan, not New Japan.
Or was that? That's what I was about to say. That wasn't New Japan.
No, but you say with Gaijin, you can't respect. If we had our
I
own
just asked that question, Professor. If I was the one that was half asleep, you're supposed to be wide awake after Double or Nothing. You should be paying attention.
I'm
I just asked that question.
I'm giving context for a conversation here. I'm giving context for a PW Hustle listings. Do you not understand that? Get the crust out of your eyes and the wax out your ears while you let the professor speak.
First off, you can't see the crust in my eyes because I'm wearing this mask. All right. Second, I just said that shit. And then you come back and pose a different question based on something that I just said. All right. Was it New Japan or is it all Gaijin in general? Is what I asked. And I was told it's just New Japan.
Yeah, the list is just New Japan Gaijin.
Right. And you just listed two All Japan Pro Wrestling greats.
But I thought Dr. Death was.
I said is if we wanted to add it for PW Hustle list.
Hold on, wasn't Dr. Death in New Japan?
No, he was in All Japan.
Really?
Yeah, All Japan was the shit back then for a little bit.
I definitely recognize that, but I could have sworn, Dr. D was in New Japan for a couple years.
Oh, well, anyway. Regardless,
I said when I was rudely interrupted, I said if we would create a PW Hustle job,
I apologize, Professor.
We could add people like Dr. Death and Terry Bam Bam Core. Maybe we could add, some of, David Richards and Eddie Edwards track, for Noah and stuff like that, or what was that? GMC?
Pac was New Japan or All Japan, or mostly
he was,
no.
Dragon Gate.
He was Dragon Gate. Okay.
He is Dragon Gate. He still wrestles with Dragon Gate.
I know he was in Noah for a long time too.
Pac was in Noah? I didn't even know that.
He was in there for a bit, yeah. If we were gonna do a Gaijin, not exclusive to New Japan, we'd probably be arguing here for days because Eddie Edwards would actually be on my list. I don't give a fuck. The Dynamite Kid, Owen Hart, Benoit. I'm counting Ric Flair. I'm sorry,
but all these people did what in Japan though? Do Japanese people care about the Pegasus Kid? Like we know that's what's happened over there, and we know him to be Chris Benoit, so we know him to be a great, right? But do the Japanese people give a shit? Probably not. I don't know, right? Like but then
you have to go back and say, what did Jeff Cobb or Michael Elgin do to even get on this list? What did they even do?
On this shit,
Jeff Cobb is a badass motherfucker, right? He shouldn't be on the list, but he's a badass. Michael Elgin just sucks altogether.
Exactly. You can give me an argument for Jeff Cobb that I might accept, but nothing. I am not accepting Michael Elgin. What the hell? And let me tell you, I enjoy his matches. I do, but I wouldn't put him on this Gaijin list at all. I mean, at all. I put Muhammad Ali on here before I put fucking Michael Elgin.
That's your cue, Professor.
It's he's probably having trouble hearing because there's so many people in that fucking phone booth. But this just goes into the fact of,
Anybody got a dime? Anybody got a dime for me? Hold up, guys. If y'all got a dime, give me a dime. Thank you. All right, I'm back.
Dimes. Yo, so there's this possible working relationship between New Japan and the WWE. Tony Khan released a statement recently, but I have not looked into it. I was hoping that the professor would have. Maybe he would catch up to Tony Khan while he was down there in Florida.
He didn't release a statement. He did a promo during Friday's Dynamite. That was it, just to kind of like any kind of
thing.
He addressed that supposed dirt sheet stuff with WWE and New Japan, and he was talking about he's the Forbidden Door man and all that stuff. He's the guy that's bringing in all the New Japan talent. Talking about how he brought in Yuji Nagata, brought in Kenta and stuff like that. And there's more people from New Japan to be coming within the next couple of months. So he's the one saying that New Japan is coming through these doors, not over there.
Right, because there's a lot of people saying that report might be bullshit.
I think it's bullshit. I hope it's bullshit.
Me too.
Because we've already seen a working relationship between New Japan and the WWE. And people would say, no, we haven't seen it. Yeah, we have. Shinsuke Nakamura came over. Saw how that went. That wasn't very cool. How about the other dude, Kushida? Nigga went back to the future and back to the past. But they doing absolutely nothing. What's up?
He's a cruiserweight champion right now.
The fuck does that mean, 8-Track Brown?
I'm just
what the hell does that mean? Freaking Shinsuke Nakamura was the Intercontinental Champion for how long? Who gives a damn? Don't nobody care.
That motherfucker left fucking New Japan for more opportunities, and right now he's a cruiserweight champion on NXT. He was a light heavyweight champion, the IWGP champion. That shit holds way more weight than that purple shit you carrying.
Wait till he goes up to the main roster if he ever makes it that far. That's going to be a car wreck.
Oh, you can forget it. He's going to be chasing R-Truth for that 24/7 title.
Yeah, oh, yeah. He's going to be running around with fucking, what is it? What's his face? I forget his name.
He's going to be on Monday Night.
Who, Prof?
Tozawa.
Yes, he's going to be running around with Tozawa in a ninja suit. Freaking, what's up? What
he's going to be on for 1 week. Vince McMahon is not going to understand the Back to the Future gimmick because he's probably never seen the fucking movie before. He's going to think it's stupid, and he's going to make him into a fucking clown.
He's going to turn him into a ninja, bro. He's going to be like, Tozawa, what are you doing out of costume? Here, put on this ninja costume. He's going to assume he's Tozawa. And they're both going to be walking around in ninja costumes chasing the 24/7 title. It's going to be a freaking disaster. Nobody wants to see.
It's going to be a different ninja. Vince McMahon probably watched Ninja 3, The Domination, and he's going to try to do the spiritual ninja against Akira Tozawa and the live ninjas.
Let me tell you,
actually kind of dope if he did it right, bro.
If they were upset at Impact Wrestling for what they did to Okada, they're going to want to Hiroshima the WWE if they see what the fuck they do to their talent. I'll tell you that right now. The only thing that and you and Masked Man, you may say, oh, fuck that shit because of, look at Kushida. But the only thing I feel comfortable in any way, shape, or form is if they were only going to NXT. That's it. They probably would.
I can see why you would say that, but then that would downgrade the entire New Japan organization. I can see why you would say that, right? Because they'll actually use them properly in NXT. But they'll be like, these guys ain't even worth coming up to the main roster. The prime that New Japan has to offer. Like, that's how they would spin this.
Here's what the WWE could say. Nigga, we don't profit shit from fucking working with y'all. We really don't. None of our casual fans give a shit about you. The only you benefit from us. So, in the WWE's defense, I would be like, the best place for these guys to be right now is in NXT. If I was Triple H, I'd be like, listen, you don't want these guys on that main roster, okay? If Paul E was running things, but he's not.
But we still have some dream matches with that Forbidden Door. I mean, people want to see Tanahashi against Cena. People want to see Okada against Roman Reigns.
Okay, wait a minute. I'm not gonna spaz out. I fucking promise I will not spaz out. But I want to address this shit, and I'm just going to say what I need to say. Please stop it with this John Cena versus Tanahashi shit, okay? I'm going to
stop, because John Cena's way bigger than that dude. I stood next to freaking Tanahashi. He'd get crushed. You got to stop it all together.
Shut up.
It's true,
okay?
Though.
Just shut your fucking... Listen. I can't be beating these mean streets. Listen. What would happen if there was a John Cena-Tanahashi match is this. John Cena would go in there doing his fucking 5 fucking sloppy moves of doom. He would pull about 2-3 moves out of his ass to try to make it seem like he could keep up with Tanahashi. They would look awful as shit. And then I was...
In these streets, same children. I don't want nobody fucking with me in these streets. I don't want nobody fucking with me in these streets. Come on. I don't want nobody fucking with me in these streets. Come on. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time.
In a perfect world, that if you get
wait, I'm not finished, bro. I'm not finished. I'm not
not talking about picking the match. I'm just saying, look at the scenario.
Let me finish because I was interrupted by the mean streets. John Cena will pull his 5 sloppy moves. He will do these fucking 3 or something moves that he never done before to try to keep up with Tanahashi. And I will spend 2 fucking weeks on Facebook and Twitter breaking down how sloppy that fucking match was on the part of John Cena and how most people are just really fucking getting excited over Tanahashi. And then I will argue with the professor and then spaz the fuck out on YouTube. But go ahead,
the
bro.
bottom line is this, right? John Cena is too busy apologizing in Mandarin to the Chinese government for saying dumb shit.
Yo! I didn't even think about that shit till you said it. Masked Man, real quick, hit my song, please. Because I'm about to tear this nigga a new asshole. Hit my fucking song, because these mean streets can't fuck with me right now. And Professor, don't interrupt me. And I know you're gonna have John Cena's back. I know you're gonna cape for him. I know you're gonna stand for him. I know you're gonna support him. I know you're gonna speak for him.
In these streets, same children. I don't want nobody fucking with me in these streets. I don't want nobody fucking with me in these streets. Come on. I don't want nobody fucking with me in these streets. Come on. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that.
Ain't nobody got time for that shit.
Yo, how many fucking years from Twitter to Facebook to YouTube did I say that motherfucker was a goddamn phony?
Yes, you've been saying this for a long time. Yes.
This motherfucker, not only did he apologize in Mandarin. Nigga.
Multi-talented.
Yo, let's be real here. First of all, I will continue this shit, and shout outs to my man Michael Drago. You still owe me an explanation. I will continue this shit since we on this shit of talking about Taiwan as a country. So is fucking Puerto Rico. All right?
Country.
Taiwan's a country, and so is fucking Puerto Rico. I don't give a flying motherfucker.
I agree with Puerto Rico, not Taiwan. UN declared it, not a country.
No.
What?
No. Wooden Jesus, where are you from? Korea or Canada or maybe Taiwan? Chris Cornell said those words, which fucking makes Taiwan a goddamn country.
Hey, my sneakers say made in Taiwan, not made in China.
Damn straight. John Cena.
Province of China.
John Cena got on his knees, opened his mouth wider for China than he's ever did for Vince McMahon. John Cena is wider for China. That's it. I done told y'all niggas he was a fucking phony. I done told y'all niggas he wasn't real. I done told y'all niggas he could be beat in these mean streets. But no, A-Track is a hater. A-Track is bitter. A-Track is jealous. A-Track is crazy. A-Track sleeps with fat white chicks in the tunnels.
现在在《速度与激情》中，我做很多采访，很多，所以在一个采访，我有一个错误，所有人问我，如果我可以用中文，速度与激情9人给我很多资讯 information，所以很多采访，很多 information，我有一个错误，我必须说现在就是很重要，我爱更尊重中国跟中国人，我很抱歉对我的错误。
I am very, very, very sorry. I love the Chinese people and the Chinese country, and I made a very big mistake. That's what it said in the subtitles there. He said Hongshuo like 5 times, bro.
Wow.
Very, 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 very sorry. All right, like, please. Please, Chinese government, let me still have my movie career. Please, I just got into the Fast and the Furious, so I'm going to say whatever it is I need to say in order to cover up for my mistake. Tell him, A-Track Brown.
Nah, I'm not going to tell nothing because I know for a fact we're going to have a few Cena fans watching this shit. So, for the Cena fans,
well, you ain't never been beating these mean streets, bro.
Oh, I'm not. That's why I'm going to let the professor respond for his,
The professor gets beat in these mean streets all the time.
Yeah, so that's why I see no harm in letting him explain or try to explain his way out of this one. Go ahead, Q.
Well, first and foremost, I mean, with the context of this massive apology is almost like very diplomatic because China would have just bombed the shit out of the United States of America. We would have been under World War III scenarios right now. So John Cena prevented World War III from happening, number one, with this massive apology. He fucked up. He didn't go to Google. He didn't go to the United Nations and knew what the proper things to say. That's proof positive right there. Don't be mad at John Cena. Be mad at the UN. They don't recognize it. I agree with you. Puerto Rico is a country. I agree with that. Puerto Rico should be the 51st state. Fuck that shit.
Please apologize. Please apologize to the United States government in Spanish, sir. And do that shit right now.
I'm applying for British U.S. citizenship thanks to Anthony Agogo right now, so I'm good. I don't care about my U.S. citizenship. You want it? I'll sell it on eBay, Mass Man. Yeah, I can give you my stuff, all right? I'll give you my credentials. But anyway.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. The one thing that I took about this entire situation, the one thing that we can learn about John Cena apologizing in Mandarin.
Lo siento, America.
The one thing you can learn about all that stuff, about John Cena apologizing in Mandarin and making the United States look as weak as possible, bend the knee to Xi Jinping. Yo, what's up, Xi Jinping? What's good? Yo, I really enjoyed that spread you had for me when I went over there last weekend. Hey, all respect to the Chinese people from the masked man. Thank you, sir, to the People's Republic of China. He hooked me up, Xi Jinping. But that's besides the point. The one thing I could learn right now, and that all of you can learn, and you especially, Professor, you especially, is that A-Track Brown can't be beat in these freaking mean streets. No matter what, A-Track Brown just can't be beat in these mean streets. It just cannot happen. What's up?
Undefeated,
ladies and gentlemen, 100%. Take it to the bank. He can't be beaten in these mean streets.
Fucking with me.
That's right.
In these streets,
What was that, A-Track Brown?
I don't want nobody fucking with me in these streets. I don't want nobody fucking with me in these streets. Come on, streets. I don't want nobody fucking with me in these streets. Come on,
nigga.
We don't got time for this, Professor Villacruz.
And I'm listening to the song. I got plenty of coins right now. I got some dimes. I got some nickels. Keep playing the song. People want the song.
Yo, listen.
What's up?
Nah, I'm just saying. Again, I called this shit. I told y'all he was a fucking phony. All right. Professor tried. He tried his best. I let him rock. But the bottom line is, John Cena's a fucking phony, and A-Track was right all along. I was right. I was right all along. It was A-Track. It was Agatha and A-Track all along.
Ah, man. Can't argue with that at this point. Huh?
Yo, we're about to get out of here. So, Professor, let them know where they can find you and where they can send support for John Cena.
You can find me in Jacksonville tomorrow. Well, actually, in a couple of hours at Universal Studios in Orlando. I'm going to have some fun there. Get some, go on these rides, take some pictures and all that stuff. I'll be signing autographs. I'm going to have more autographs. I have an autograph table out there, so I'm going to be good. You can find me on the Twitter at PWHustle, PROF. And, of course, hosting weekly the PWR Reflection podcast. with myself and TW.
Hey, yo, Masked Man, let them know about that show you be talking about, yo.
I don't know. I don't talk about any shows. I'm the Masked Man. I'm sitting, doing different things at different times, just chilling and all that other stuff. But what got me more than anything else is that Professor's been coming on this show and nobody introduces him properly. Not even you, A-Track Brown. Not even you.
Yo, I got my own.
What? No. Be quiet. I know you can't be beat in these mean streets, but this is fucking ridiculous, all right? You know I can't be around all you. The least you can do is introduce this man properly. Now you got this dude in the freaking phone booth with like 4 other people in his bathroom. Shit is sick. Anyway, Professor, how you doing? Listen, all the way from Bombay, New Jersey, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, word? You gonna override my intro?
All the way from Bombay, New Jersey. Put your finger in the air, Savage. From Bombay, New Jersey. Do it, A-Track Brown. What the hell is wrong with you? That's the weakest finger in the air ever. It's like Sabu. You're supposed to be pointing up into the sky.
All right, here you go. Here's the finger right here.
He is the magnanimous. He is the effervescent. He is the scholarly, the glorious Professor Chabelo Vela Cruz, all the way from Bombay, New Jersey. What's good, buddy? How you doing? Edifying everybody, all the young ladies of the United States and in China. He speaks fluent Mandarin like John Cena with his mind and his body. But not only that, well, he is the king of the hoopla. He is the king of the freaking hoopla, ladies and gentlemen. And of course, mean streets will play, but the hoopla won't. There you go.
It's time to get
It's
off.
time to get off.
Ladies, take your pants off. Fellas, take your pants off. Hotties, take your pants off. Everybody, take your pants off.
I actually missed that song.
In Bombay, Florida, right now, so
He just turned Jacksonville into Bombay, Florida, ladies and gents. I am that Masked Man. I'll try to be around a little bit more often. Masked Man is bogged down doing a bunch of things, and everything is very, 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 very busy. But good to be here. Thank you for calling me and waking me.
And you know damn well you can find A-Track Brown right here on this YouTube channel doing my reactions. Got to fucking make up for some couple of bad batch reactions that I didn't do. So I got to get those coming to you. I also got some surprises and some compilation reactions from some other people coming for you. But you can find me on Twitter at A-Track Dastardly, the number 8, TRAC Dastardly. And do not forget to like, comment, subscribe, and hit that fucking notification button, because I told you, if you do not, I'm going to come to your house, roll a blunt, and take a shit in your bathroom. And you don't want that. So sign up to that. Hit that fucking notification button and sign up to the PWHustle Facebook group. You don't got to be a wrestling fan. You can fucking talk about whatever the fuck you want to talk about. You can talk about why the Masked Man is never around like that. So there you go.
Say goodbye to the people, A-Track.
Yo, y'all know, not in these streets. When y'all see me, y'all just say what's up and keep going. Because I don't want that trouble. Especially Black History Month. Fried chicken.
For what? Shit. Shit.
And we out this bitch. Because we the PW Hustle. Peace.